Hey, Namaste family. Welcome to Earthly Awakenings. I am Surratt. Welcome all my regulars and to all newcomers. And I just want to apologize for not getting on here to get any of these energy checks in over the last week. It's been life happens a lot and private readings and all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna have a bit of intro before I get into this. Divine has a message. For everyone here. Again, the cards, take what resonates. Again, because some of these messages get really tight and kind of go into a tighter group of people. So again, just take only what resonates. But Divine just wants me to touch on the last week about the energies and everything that's been going on over the last week. I am noticing that holy cow, when I was stuck in the energy, I was having a hard time seeing how much everybody was affected by it. And this is a time of forgiveness. Okay, I'm not much of an astrologer, but for whatever reason, through this, I'm being guided to through different points of view, different understandings of what's going on here. And and as our planets do go into retrograde and stuff, it's like it shifts energy around. Different energies leave, different energies come in, but it's a time that things manifest really quickly, good or bad. And so you have things happening in your life that you're not happy with and stuff like that. Is when we're manifesting negative things into our life, it's life telling us showing us how good we are at manifesting. Okay, we are master manifestors. We manifest what we want. Some say you always get what you want, and it's true because you always get what you're thinking about, what you're feeling about, and etc. And right now is a time of forgiveness. It's we're manifesting, and if your manifestations, if your potions are coming out botched and you're not happy with your results, it always has to do with who's manifesting. Is it your ego? Is it a fear manifesting? Is it and stuff like that. And Divine's just I don't know, just kind of gave me like a big net to throw over everything. Is it all boils down to forgiveness. Okay, so right now is a time of forgiveness, because whatever you're experiencing in your life, in another way, there's probably 10, 20 people like in your immediate, that you can see that are probably experiencing very same things, and you can count that your twin is experiencing much of the same things as well. Okay, so, and if you're connected on a soul level, you are definitely, because you're feeling them and they're feeling you. And so I was getting caught up in some bad energy, so over the last month, my oldest mom had been in a custody battle that has just turned beyond retarded, and I hadn't talked to my twin in almost 2 months. And I had no idea what was going on over there. I'm raising our child, and so through all of this, through all of whatever's been said and this, that, and the other, I was feeling extremely persecuted, and then had to process out that persecution feeling. But I was manifesting freaking persecution, by engaging, feeling persecuted. I was literally pulling in more of it by law of attraction. And instead of asking the question, why am I feeling persecuted? Who is feeling persecuted? Instead of asking the right questions and doing the right introspection to see what exactly was going on. And I hit my knees and freaking, the most beautiful tears I've cried in years, and just the most beautiful realization that it was betrayal. Okay, so damn, I got one step closer. Okay, so I'm feeling betrayed. And what, then, so what is this betrayal that I was feeling? My oldest mom and I, we were together for better part of a decade. We were best friends for better part of a decade, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're definitely not friends, and it's been a complicated relationship for the better part of of this decade. And I didn't realize how hurt I was by it. I'm a friend for life. I believe in friendships for life. The only thing that separates any relationship is someone that's not willing to forgive someone, or not willing to own responsibility for their actions. And I've been in both parts of that, and so I can fully understand it. But it all comes down to forgiveness, because every human has their own things that they're working through, and they're living their lives the best that they can. Um, and they just want to be happy. Every human just wants to be happy, and they look for it in the ways that they know how. Okay, and by forgiveness, by true forgiveness, and the true forgiveness is forgiving ourselves. And that's probably the hardest part. Sometimes you got to kind of find out what you're forgiving, but forgiveness for yourself, for being attached, for expecting something from another human, and stuff like that. Because if you're twins, say you're twins in a karmic situation, and you're feeling betrayed by that, believe you me, they feel that betrayal themselves. Okay, they feel, and then their mind will turn it around that you betrayed them to take the attention off of themselves. But that betrayal is there, and it's actually going to drive them closer into their deeper into their karmic situation until they're prepared to look at it. Because if they honestly feel a soul connection with another human, and they're in the arms of another human, to both of those humans, it's not fair. Neither one of them, because the karmic's not getting the full love that they are seeking, and vice versa. So it's a rough one. But again, these humans are doing the best that they can with what they have. And so any expectations that we have on any humans, we actually just feed that. Okay? And we're obviously holding on to something. Okay, holding on to something, that betrayal, or that feeling, okay, of that's yeah, it's betrayal. I think that's pretty much what a majority of us on the journey, that's the underlying feeling, is feeling betrayed, that this person doesn't seem to care about our existence, and stuff like that. But we have to experience this so that we know what true unconditional love is, to have true compassion for every human on their journey. Every human. Again, forgive them for they know not what they do. Because we know the truth. We're learning the truth. We're learning true self-love and true independence, and all this. And so we're just maybe a couple steps ahead in the journey, just so that we can help usher in. And and it's these connections that really truly show us that what it means to have unconditional love. Because many of us had abandonment issues, and or maybe your parents were wonderful providers in the material world, but focused so much on money and job and career and stuff. People always overlook that one. People have a hard time looking at the fact that maybe they didn't receive unconditional love in their life. And but your twins' wounds are going to become your wounds. You're going to feel them. And many of us will take them on as our own, but it's to teach us. It's to teach us true compassion for all humans on what they go through. Because if we can make it through all of this pain and everything that we've been through on this journey, okay, we're literally, our spiritual muscles, we're getting so strong every day. And it has a great purpose. So yeah, so I just read, Divine just wanted, it's about forgiveness. And forgiveness it's the net over everything. You don't have to go and look at what they did. What did you do? What did you do? just understanding that humans are humans, and forgive them for who, for they are, just because we know that we want everybody to express themselves and be themselves. And if we have an expectation of any sort on any human, then we're kind of putting them into our perceived bubble that we feel that they should be in. And that's what we're growing out of. And yeah. So anyway, that was a fine little rant. And so anyway, thank you guys for those of you that stuck around. But anyways, so let's get into. I just wanted to do a quick energy check on where the energies are at for you guys, and if anything. Again, this is general, so it's going to resonate. Take the parts that do resonate and leave the parts that don't. Because there's always more messages, that come through and might be more targeted towards you. But if you guys want to book a private reading, go ahead, leave me an email, and we can get that set up. If you guys want to take a deeper look into anything, I just finally getting caught back up, so about 24 to 48 hours turnaround. So anyway, let's just take a look. So this top pile, so this is right here is what you guys are mirroring, okay? So this is to see what's going on in each one of your lives, to see what kind of mirroring is going on, what kind of lessons are being learned. And then this pile will be where the connection, where this energy seems to be heading at this moment. Okay, so let's take a look here. What's falling away for the Divine Masculine? Okay, so wow, it's the conflict. So still there's the conflicted energy of holding on right now. So it looks like this Divine Masculine, again, he or she is this conflict is about the material world. This not necessarily, your guys' connection. This could be holding on to, one of these pentacles could be a third party or whatever. This, this Divine Masculine is very conflicted, about, it's causing conflict in him, holding on to this, maybe feeling extremely bound to the material world right now, to jobs and to everything else, and maybe sees you and your freedom. And the beauty of us, of letting go of stuff is life gets so much easier. A lot of humans, when they're stuck holding on to the material world, they're taking life too seriously, and they get really angry at people that don't take life so seriously. They kind of get jelly of people that live life lightheartedly, like that of a child. And interesting. So there's some kind of message that well, actually, there's two things going on here. So this human may have a message that he wants to send, like maybe a text message that he hasn't sent, or something like that. But actually, this is deeper. So right now, this human right here recognizes the connection with what. So with you, and perhaps could be, in a soul, like in a soulmate connection with another human, jobs, friends, family, whatever. But this human was definitely feeling hasty about what happened here. Maybe the conflict between you two. But the Eight of Wands it's a soul contract card, so it represents soul contracts. And so this human with the Wheel of Fortune here is more focusing on destiny. So trying to get out of this Five of Wands energy, this conflict inside, and trying to look more to destiny, following the soul calling, following what his heart is telling him. Okay, and his heart probably is telling him what frickin' to communicate in some way, to send a message, or take a trip to see you, or if there's some distance or something. But this human, so this is actually a damn good step, out of this conflicted energy, realizing that he's bound by the Four of Pentacles. He's bound to the material world. Okay, this human's realizing that, and ready to start accepting the divine offer. Because whatever was going on here, yeah, see, all of this, the Ten of Swords. So right now, this is where this human wants to be. This human wants to follow destiny. Okay, when he steps out of this energy, when he steps out of trying to control so much, he gets into the Ten of Swords energy, and he's realizing that has come to an end. Okay, that he's done being in this box with all these frickin' swords, and he's recognizing the true hero inside of himself. He's recognizing his true power, his true energy, his true light. And the beauty of the Ten of Swords, man, is you've sat up with those 9 fucking swords long enough, and you're ready to move on. It's the end of a cycle. So I don't know if you've been finding a bunch of diamonds everywhere, or if you've been seeing 10 a lot, because if you're in a soul connection with this human, a lot of times you'll feel their endings as well. So, because right now this is where this human wants to be in his power, and just knows he's starting to recognize the fate, the heart's fire, where his heart truly lies, and knows that he was hasty in chopping those, so if some of you guys are in a separation or whatever, this human recognizes how hasty he was and how hasty those actions were, and that it was just driven by grandeur, visions of grandeur and of, maybe some personal freedoms, and just had to go on his own path, but he realizes perhaps he was a little hasty in the process. Okay, because right there, you see how she's ready to chop those fucking things down. Excuse my language, but she's ready to chop those down. But she sees this very much could be you as well. The energy that he sees you in. Okay, sees that, and he's not envious, but he, maybe a little envious and wants it for himself. Okay, see, she stopped mid stride with her back turned to all this shit. She's, ready to stay focused. So this is actually really good energy for the masculine right now. Even still, Ten of Swords energy, you can only sit there for so long. Otherwise, yeah. Nobody sits there for too long. But everything in this life is temporary as well. That's why if you ever are in that Ten of Swords energy, know this too shall pass. And the quicker you just let it come and go. Wow, so we got 5, 5, and a Tower. So yeah, it looks like, the feminine is done as the same. Is done with the done with holding on to the connection at all. Is done holding on to these cups. Done holding on to these 3 spilt cups, because it could be maybe you guys see that you can't change anything. Okay, you can't change any human. And then maybe you were given these 3 fucking cups, what your divine's doing, if he's in a karmic or whatever else, holding on to what was, or too much of the connection. Okay, and the connection is freaking holding your head down, blocking your heart chakra. Okay, almost forgetting about your 2 wonderful cups that are still standing up over here. Okay, and this realization may have came in a tower. It just may have came, and this is why I believe, the forgiveness came into this, because the only way to survive a tower is forgiveness, and just be like, okay, good. So that was the chapter. I learned my lesson, and and even forgiving yourself because it's all just part of because we kind of keep ourselves in this this 5 of Cups energy, because sometimes it's a very dwellable energy. You can dwell there, and so this is actually a good Tower card, because whatever came, because like for me, so if I was going to relate my situation to these cards, that yeah, when I finally talked to my twin a couple days ago, and she was not kind, and it didn't go well until yesterday, and the realization came that she was still mirroring the same thing that I was feeling. She was feeling persecuted, she was feeling that I was holding her, the situation that she's in, her karmic partner, against her. Okay, like making her, putting her in that persecuted energy that what she was doing was wrong and this, that, and the other, taking away her free will. So again, and that was my, that for me, that was a wonderful tower moment. And perhaps for you guys too, it was just that wonderful realization that, damn, I've given this union too much energy, and what's going to happen is going to happen, and it's going to happen in divine time. Because anytime we're looking and waiting for maybe you watched a read that said you were going to hear something, at X amount of time, then you put that waiting energy on it, then you're going to constantly be waiting. Look at that shit. 8 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Okay? So, see, in your heart of hearts, in Divine Feminine, in your heart of hearts, you know something's coming. You know that something's going to be coming from this union. There's going to be some kind of message, some kind of gratitude. Okay? And that's the energy. That's, you feel that energy as well. Because you also feel the lottery. Because, that could also play into a little bit of this freaking waiting energy over here. Because you know something's coming. Okay, so Divine's just asking you, hey, so now you're aware of it. This could be like your little alarm clock. Okay, so still just let go of that too. Okay, because this is the energy it is a fucking lottery. Okay, so right now, if any energy that goes to it needs to be positive energy. Okay, just visualizing that message. Okay, because like you got 2 freaking message cards, but the beauty of it is too, 8 of Wands is very fast energy as well. So 8 of Wands is very, very fast energy. Yep. So there you go. Divine's. I don't like reversals, but I am kind of getting a mixed message here. Okay, that maybe you're not spending enough time looking at the situation through your heart. In a clear meditative state. Maybe ego's been looking at it a lot, but Divine just wants you to take your love, take that into your meditation throughout our days, all day, every day. Okay, so we're constantly given opportunities to transcend karma. Okay, to even get little glimpses of what's coming. Of maybe some future karma that could be coming, that can immediately be stopped by really looking at it with an open heart, forgiving what needs to be forgiven, seeing fear for fear. And the more you go out throughout your day in a meditative state, because meditating, sitting in an uncomfortable position and all that, for meditation, it has its place. But the point is being in meditation all day, every day, just realizing that your life is a meditation, that your life is just observing, and that's the true love. That's the house of the true heart. Okay, and you stay in this energy, this will come. Again, it's going to come in divine time. I don't like to, so it will come in divine time, but it will come much faster in this in this energy than in this energy. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Okay, good. So, wow, this is fantastic, actually. Because you guys still both got some swords energy, but again, maturity-wise, shit, you guys look at this. This is crazy. So yes, the mirroring is uncanny right now, and spoke too much. But see, the beauty of it is, is because you've been on your awakening, or the Divine Feminine's been on their awakening much longer than the masculine. We've done all the damn work. So, a lot better to just, so it's a good set swords energy to be in, is because you have the maturity to take this energy into here and silence it and look at it from a different perspective. And that's what he is learning. Okay? So now let's just take a look. So right now at the foundation of where this union seems to be heading right now. Because again, like I was telling you, so the foundation of this is, what's being let go of is all of those 9 of Pentacles, all the karmic, all the, of just letting that go. Try to get out of that damn swords energy. You know, and for the divine feminine, 9-9, so there's the married. As you know, you're on a new path, a new journey, and you see it. So this is the energy that's overall around you right now. And this is the energy that you get in a meditative state when you're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not thinking about the next thing you're doing. You're embracing life as it comes. Okay? And this is where you're supposed to live. That's my opinion anyway. Fantastic energy to be in. This is where all the best things have ever happened in my life. I've always been carefree. And if you look back, all your carefree experiences were probably pretty amazing. And then, but, you know, it led to lessons that needed to be learned, but still. All right, so, and what's going on with this connection right now, where it's heading, is it's coming into balance. You see this? It's coming into balance. Okay, so things are balancing, and so whatever you're doing is working for your connection, okay? The illusions are falling away. Because both of you guys know that both of you guys know this union. Damn, see, and I love it. The Three of Pentacles always comes up for fantastic unions. I never see it as a third party card. Some see it as a third party card. I see it as working together in areas that you couldn't work together before. I think you guys heard me say it before. I love this. I love the Five of Oaks, the empowerment. Okay, so what you guys are bringing in, still the Five of, you know, the conflict. Okay, the conflict. So yes, this conflict is definitely how he was feeling about you. Okay, you in the material world, and obviously you feel the conflict too. But in this Wild Woods deck, I don't know, these cats put together such a fantastic deck here. Okay, so all of the illusions, okay, of your guys' union and of everything else, okay, you guys are seeing them. You're seeing the illusions, and it's making you guys stronger. Okay, these sham fights, the conflicts and stuff like that, you guys are seeing the illusions of them. You're seeing what separates you from anything. Okay, the only thing that separates us from love and from being peaceful and being kind is a thought or something that we feel someone should be doing something different to make us happy. Again, so, you know, the empowerment, you know, this guy's got a heart on for life now. Okay, he's ready to go. He's seen through the illusions, and both of you guys have seen through the illusions. Okay, you know that the Ace of Vessels, so this is the Ace of Cups. You know, it's both of your guys' hearts rest in this union. Okay, rest in each other. The divine masculine's heart rests with the feminine. The feminine rests with the divine masculine. Okay, both of you guys want to recognize the opportunity that you guys offer each other. Okay, so this is the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Vessels. So you guys both recognize the opportunity that is being presented. Okay, you guys both feel that want to offer something to the other. Okay. But whatever's going on, okay, so this is individual in your own selves. There's nothing you can do for this human. There's nothing that he can do for you on your journey. Okay, because it's all about finding ourselves, finding our power, staying in our power. Okay, and that's going to lead to the creativity that's going to take away this Eight of Arrows, take away this Eight of Swords, take away the struggles. Okay, because whatever you're struggling with mentally, okay, is what it just slows down. Okay, so you guys need to get into your creative thinking. So what I'm actually getting from this too is that I don't know, you guys heard me say it a bunch too, man. if you're a creative human, or just do whatever you feel is creative and makes you happy, because it's in that place where you'll find the questions and or find the answers to other parts of life. It's amazing. I can be playing my guitar, dude, and then all of a sudden, boom, an answer to something that I wasn't seeing clearly throughout the day, or will just miraculously pop into my head. And or even drawing. Drawing's a fantastic one too. Just doing free drawing, and you'll start. But this AHC, because yeah, I can see this, because both of you guys, it's this fucking energy right here. It's this Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune. It's the fear of the future. Okay, it's the complete lottery that is going on here. So any negative interpretations of what could come from this Wheel of Fortune are only fears. They are not truth. Okay, so any of those fears, you need to look at them, find out what they are. Okay, what is the fear? Okay, and it's always going to come down to some kind of forgiveness. Okay, you can completely change this by just taking any of your intentions out of any selfish intentions out of the situation and put it into divine will. Okay, and it's going to come out as it's meant to. And well, that was good, because yeah, that's what this it's just that waiting energy that's keeping you guys blind to the divine, because it's, yeah. Wow, yeah, I think that's exactly it. Holy cow, because the Eight of Arrows, or the Eight of Swords, it's just you feel blinded. Okay, and that's when you can't see. When you're trying to plan something and you're trying to see it before it comes, or that's just putting too much effort, useless effort into things. Okay, it's and that's why a lot of people's manifestations don't work. Okay, is because you try to figure out the how-tos. Okay, and all those little freaking how-tos have fears with them, and they mess up your potion. Okay, so this is just more of a warning, or just kind of tell, say, hey man, if you're feeling blind, let it go, let it be. As they say, let go, let God, right? So anyway, family, I hope this message helped out, man. It's a beautiful message, beautiful energy for this group. If it resonated with you, please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Leave me some comments down in the comment box. And if it's something you guys would like to take a deeper look into your situation, please hit me up, and we can get you on the schedule. Well, thank you guys very much. Much love and light to all of you, and we will see you next time.